when I think about a two-way agreement, the structure of that, two entities or two people coming together with the intention of achieving a mutually beneficial goal. We lift each other up, we're accountable, etc. And the power of that is in committing to the agreement.
Yeah.
Will you share, because I know you have, will you share one of the agreements that you've committed to, a two-way agreement, and what you gave and what you got by it?
So I was about to get out of jail. My lawyer had said, hey, listen, the guy's not testifying. Allegedly I did something violent and the victim wasn't going to show up. And the judge said, okay. And I put my hand out. I said, Your Honor, can I fire my lawyer? And she said, you don't want to do that. I said, no, I do. I said, here's what I want. I want you to hold me in jail till you can find me a bed for treatment. If you let me go home today, I'm going to use her. I'm going back to jail. Can you do this? She said, Mr. Skinner, if you do this, we'll take you back to jail. I said, listen, my commitment is this. I will come back. I will be back in this courthouse paying it forward. I will be a part of this community. I will pay this back if you do this. And she said, all right, then you go back to jail. And when I got out, I went back and now I speak for the court system and I'm very involved. And my buddy's the chief over there. And that was the two-way agreement. Like he looked at me and said, you screw me on this. I'm going to kill you. He did. He goes, I'm going to put you through a wall. At that point, I already pushed the probation officer. I was breaking all the rules. And he said, I'm going to give you one more shot. And if you really want to go be held and you want treatment, I'm going to get you this court alternative program. But you go in shackles, you leave in shackles, right? You're going to have to do 90 days. I don't know if you can do it. I said, Vic, give me the chance and I'll do it. And to this day, this guy and I see each other every week. Yeah, I go by the courthouse every week. This guy is one of the biggest players in my life.
And tell me, when you see him and when you go to the prison facility, what do you do there?
Well, he's at the courthouse.
The courthouse.
And I just walk in like I own the joint. Like you're not supposed to have drinks. Yeah. I walk in with a coffee for me, coffee for him. And they just know me because they've all seen me fall and they all saw me come back. And people want to see you come back. What people don't realize, if you'll commit to trying to come back, there are people who are going to root you on. They're going to be in your corner. And for me, Vinny was one of those people. And at one point I fell with a relapse. It showed up his office. I said, Vin, I've been screwing up. He said, I love you, buddy. We'll get through this. And that's the gift. I mean, the chief of police was on our show a couple weeks ago. He's another one of those guys. I mean, I was getting arrested by these guys and he was cheering me on. I mean, I call him, he goes every Thanksgiving, every Christmas, he gets a call saying thank you. That's a gift. These guys played a role. So but I think the first commitment was I looked at that judge and I said, listen, I will pay it back. And she was thinking to herself, she says, no, Sean, hell, you've been here 20 times in the last month. Like you're a heroin addict. I was thinking to myself, what did you just say? But I knew there was something inside me that wanted to change. And when you make a decision and you jump to it, there's no going back.
But do you know what it was? What inside of you? You said 20 times you've been there.
Yeah.
This time was different.
Yeah, I have a 13-page record, so I had been there several times. What was different was this. I had met that guy from AA. He gave me a way out. He told me, like, I don't want to tear up, but he said, there is a way out. Here's the path out. And when I knew this guy, he spoke with such conviction because I know he had beat people like me. He had done drugs like me. He had violent, psycho, crazy stuff. But he was a man that walked with integrity. And I said, that guy, there's a guy with a program. There's a guy with a path out. And once I saw that between him and Vinny, I just knew that, Jesus, there are people in my corner. Here's my chance to get out of this. And, I was tired of making my mother cry, if you want the truth. I mean, that's the truth of it. I was tired of making my mother cry.
And how's your mom today?
My mom's got a good life today. She's a grandmother. She's old. She's cute. My mom's strong. I always say my mom's a tough old Irish broad. She could take it. She did it. She goes, I'll never forget. She came to see me in jail. And she had a brow without wires because it's metal detector. She's like, Brian, I had to get a jail brow. What is going on with my life? And till this day, I laugh about that. That's pretty funny.
What's your mom's name?
Pat.
Pat. Okay. Thank you, Pat.
Yeah, she's still great. She's a good grandmother. She's they're enjoying their life now. They don't have to go to bed wondering thinking they call the kid who need or got arrested. I mean, God only knows what the calls they would get.
One thing, so Vinny, what's the gentleman's name that you met at AA?
So Bill Tyner.
Bill, okay.
Yeah, Billy. I was with him last night. I was with him the night before. He's
Billy, Vinny, and Pat. Your heroes.
Yeah, they really are. It's in that order. It's probably Billy, Pat, then Vin, but those three people I mean, everything I have, I can, and probably Bobby too, Rufo. Those four are like. Yeah.
And the thing about you now, and I will get to this third choice here in a second.
Can I get tissue at some point? Is there any napkins or anything?
Perfect. Right. We're just going to be.
Okay, cool.
We're going to be doing the whole thing. Is my sister was my hero, right? She was my hero and her husband, both of them together. But my sister was my hero. I don't know. I suspect everyone might need a hero one day, but I know for sure anyone can be a hero.
I love that you just said that because it's true. Everybody, you don't even know you could hold the door for somebody. I've had people hold the door for places. Yeah, I remember when I was at the bottom and people would hold the door for me or look me in the eye and say, hey, how you doing? And it made me feel like a human again. So it doesn't take a lot to make somebody's day. I think people think it has to be big stuff. I mean, there's times where I'll go to the ice cream store and I'll give the kids $100 tip because they're serving ice cream, working their ass off. Or there's times that I'll go to Walmart and try to pick up a tab for somebody who looks like they could use it. But there's other times where I'm just going to hold the door and tell somebody, hey, yesterday I saw a little girl spill her smoothie on her skirt and I was going to get my haircut next door. I said, oh, that looks great. You kidding me? It looks better. And I helped her clean it up. And that little thing, that mother didn't feel embarrassed anymore. I said, listen, I got 3-year-old autism. She spills everything. And right then and there, you made somebody's day, and that's been done for me.
Yeah.
People think it has to be epic stuff. It doesn't.
It has to be, it doesn't have to be epic. I love that.
Thank you for joining me for our Choose and Become interview series. You could find this episode and others at trishkendall.com. Just go to trishkendall.com/choose-become-interview-series. Or if you have a question or just want to leave a comment, email me, trish@trishkendall.com.